Hello everyone, this is Shrike playing more Demon Bluff, and this is a demo for a game that I fear is too good for its own, well, good. It's one of those demos that I want to play so much, by the time this game releases, which it doesn't have an official release date, I'm gonna be done with it. That kind of happened with Backpack Battles. I played that demo so much, or when it was like early access or whatever, and then it fully released, and I didn't even buy it for a long time after, but this game is one of those just like really standout experiences. We're gonna do the deck building mode again because last time it was a ton of fun. I love deck builders. It's not for everybody, but this one's pretty great. Pick a new character to add to the deck. I would rather the knight. They're pretty straightforward. I could have another knight in the deck. What if we just made a deck full of knights? We'd have like no information. We'd have no information. Other than if they were corrupted, we'd be screwed. But that is funny, so let's do it. Dreamer or knitter? I think I'd I think Dreamer's generally probably more useful. Yeah. Lover for sure. Slayer or hunter? Ooh. I think Hunter's actually probably more useful, both in telling when he tells the truth and when he's lying. You get a lot of like partial information as well, of like if he's telling the truth or not. It gives you a lot of information about other people around that he's not even pointing at. Where Slayer lets us test one person, but otherwise, yeah, let's just go with Hunter. Knitter or Scout? Scout can be good if you find one evil and then you can find the other evil a lot easier, but it's pretty terrible at finding the first evil, generally speaking. The knitter lets us narrow down possibilities quite quickly, so I think I'll do that. There's one evil, find it. Okay, we got the Chancellor who converts someone to be an outcast. Although it's saying that it's only going to be 0 to 1 outcast. So it's not even guaranteed that we get the Rambler. Evils, I don't think there's any way for the Chancellor not to create an outcast in this case. So he'll always have a valid person to target. So if we can find the outcast, we can find the Chancellor pretty easily. Evils are not adjacent to each other. Well, that is just blatantly true. There's no source of corruption and there's only one evil. So, you know, I believe you. A knight, potentially. 3 is good. You're pointing at yourself. Well, that doesn't really tell me anything, to be honest. There's a Rambler. If the Rambler is evil, can the Chancellor disguise himself as an outcast? He might be able to. He does disguise. A different role. He could technically. But she seems to be the lying, and she's beside a Rambler, so it's almost certainly going to be 3 lying about them being good. Yeah, it is. So we kill 3. All right. I could have tested the knights, but like for free, I suppose, because there was no source of corruption, but there was literally no need. Oh, I can get an alchemist, which is really good when I already have 2 knights. Or I could get a 3rd knight, which is ridiculous. Again, we will get screwed by corruption if I take 3 knights, so we have to do the alchemist. Revealing last 3 characters cost health. I really don't want to do that. 3 minions are in the village. Okay, well, let's just unleash hell, shall we? I don't need to heal. I don't really need a judge or a fortune teller. I'm just gonna skip, I think. Well, the fortune teller can be useful. I want to keep her. Oh, I can't afford it anyways. I only have $5. I don't know how he possibly could have had enough money for the shop. I feel like that's just bad balancing. So there's a poisoner, so there can be corruption. A witch, so I can't reveal everybody. And there's a shaman, and there's 10. Shaman's gonna be hard when they've already got duplicate knights. The wretch detects as evil too, but it only really matters for the lover, I guess. Oracle. 3 or 9 is a poisoner. Maybe. Go to 2. This is a wretch. You could be the poisoner. I don't know yet. Now, the poisoner always corrupts an adjacent. No, he just does someone random. Oh, it is adjacent now. He always. So if 3 was the poisoner, for instance, then it would have to make 4 be corrupted. There's only 1 pair of evil. That means 2 of them are together, and the rest would have to be all separated from each other. I mean, it's possible. There's 10 cards, but we'll see. Another dreamer, huh? Well, one of you is, well, maybe created by the shaman, or maybe just fake. Hard to say. And there's the knight. There is 1 source of corruption. I can't kill the knight for free, unless there's, you know, some evidence. There's only 1 pair of evil. There's 2 of you guys, huh? And 2 of you guys. Suspicious, but they are saying the same thing. Oh, there's 2 of you as well. Oh, good lord. Why? 3 or 10 is a witch. You're saying 3 or 9 is the poisoner. Well, let's see. 9 says I'm 1 card away from closest evil. And a 10 I can't reveal. 10 could be the witch. Let's see what... let's try and kill the knight. They're corrupted! Well, we know the poisoner is 7 or 5. Which means you are lying to us. But 1 is... evil. There's the witch, and I can reveal the last card now. This could be true. Could not. You said 3 or 10 is a witch. That's not true. You're evil. We already found the corruption, so it's fine, really. So you told the truth. You told the truth. There's only 1 pair of evil. We haven't found. Oh well, the pair of evil would be these 2 together. Which would imply it can't be 3. It could be 5. I don't think it can be... It could be one of these guys. I don't know. I need to test people. So, I know the knight is good. So, I can do, like... You... Who am I most suspicious of, actually? I don't have much information, to be honest. Assuming that these are both good. If they are both lying to us, that doesn't check out. Like if, yeah, they have to be telling the truth, I think. Because if you are evil, you can't be corrupted because we already found the corrupted. I already know 7 or 5 are the evil ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test 5 and 3 first. Poisoner or shaman. Neither of them are there, so you're lying to me. I'm suspecting you are, in fact, you should say hunter. Yeah, okay. So it's 5 that's evil. Nice. Too bad I killed the knight, but it did give us a lot of information for that HP, so maybe worth it. Pick a new character. Gem crafters generally, oh, they're all quite good, to be honest. They're all very helpful. Kind of, I think we need... With so many knights, having more alchemists as possibility. They can also be very easily evil and hard to tell if they were evil. Unless there's no corruption, in which case that is very easy to tell when they're evil. So, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Oh, there's no heal choice here. Ooh, I was expecting a heal. Are there any cards I'd want to remove? I could probably get rid of the... I want to get rid of the knitter. Let's do it. Because I can afford to. Slimming the deck is probably better for us. Puppeteer and 2 twin minions and a bombardier. So that means there's no source of corruption. Dreamer. Alchemist. There is no one corrupt around you. Probably true. In fact, there's no way for you to be lying. You could still be an evil puppet. Telling the truth. There was 1 corruption around you. That's just blatantly not true. So, goodbye. Jester. Did they add a Jester to my deck? They did. I wonder if it happens when I remove a card, if they replace it with a new one. That makes sense. Never actually thought about that last time. Blind deck for Endless? Oh, if you're playing Endless mode, huh? Well, anyways, okay, Jester is potentially real. No one crept around you. inclined to believe you. No evil's adjacent to you, huh? There's no source of corruption, so I can test the knight. The knight is legit. Second jester. Well, one of the jesters is not true. I strongly suspect. Let's do. We're gonna roll. Okay, let's do this and this. Puppeteer or alchemist? You didn't specify twin minion. Yeah, could be lying to me. I don't know yet. This could also be the puppeteer. Since the knight is legit, they're not the puppet. If you're telling the truth, that is the puppeteer, and you'd be the puppet. I can test a couple things here and say how many of them are evil. There's an evil here. There's no evil here, and what about him? There are 3 evils. Well, that's blatantly just not true. They could all be 2 at most. Okay. What about you? What do you say here? There are 0 evil. That's also not true. It means you are the puppet telling us the truth. Nice. Okay. Very good. Another lover. Witness. I'm down with another lover. Let's see. that's a sentence and a half. Additional 1 fake outcast and fake minion in the deck. So something that may or may not be there. 1 additional outcast and 1 less villager in the village. Oof. 1 random minion is hidden in the deck. That's terrifying. Additional outcast is also terrifying. I think I'm gonna do gilded. So just 1. It'll say that there's a possible. Ooh, I'm gonna take the. I didn't get health again. Just take the confessor. Well, no heals for us. So there's only gonna be. Well, there's 3 to 4 evils. I guess. Okay. Well, and there's 1 to 2 outcasts. Oh, and there's so much. There's potentially two corruption cases. What's one card away from closest evil, huh? Knight. I can't test with corruption here because there are multiple cases of corruption, and they're both pointing to people being evil by them. We can only have 1 hunter here unless the shaman. Shaman could have done it. Could be a doppelganger too, for that matter. Another druid. Okay. Another druid. There are 2 evils adjacent to you. Maybe, maybe not. Another druid. I can't reveal the last one because of the witch. I have like no information. Oh, learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. Well, let's see. Oh, 2, 3, and 4, there are no outcasts. What about you? There is a doppelganger. So I could freely try and kill these. They could have been corrupted, actually. This is pointing to them being evil, but thus far, I mean, there could be a doppelganger there. A hunter could be a doppelganger. Or lose HP to test that. There's no lycanthrope, we know, because there's no day-night cycle, so I don't need to worry about that. Got 2 more druids, huh? You are 1 away from closest evil. I would point to 6 being evil and you not being a doppelganger. They're just pointing at each other right now. You're saying you're evil, but you told the truth. You could be corrupted. Could be corrupted. You're saying both these druids are evil. I haven't tested either of them yet. What could I do? I could use... There's an outcast mile. I could do like the same test again and see if they differ. And play the odds. But chances are there's probably 4 evils here. I've not found either. Oh god, that means there is a drunk because there's no lycanthrope. Oh wait, it could be 2. It could just be the 1 actually. It could just be the doppelganger. Or it could just be a fool. And the fool could easily be one of these. Oh, this is a nightmare. Okay, if we believe 2, then 1 is evil and lying to us. It would not be corrupted, like I said, just be evil. And none of these would be an outcast. 2 could technically be a doppelganger. And then you'd be lying and he'd be telling the truth because the doppelganger does tell the truth. The trick is going to be how I use these druids, but I can't necessarily trust these druids yet. Unless I can confirm something. I think it's way more likely for the doppelganger to be one of the druids. And I should probably trust 5 and kill 6. If I kill 6, does that give us any other information? Not really. Not really. You're saying 5. Let's do one more test here. What do you say 5 is? Doppelganger. Both of them are agreeing that 5 is a doppelganger. Or one of, actually, it could just be one of the knights as a doppelganger. Doppelganger does get the ability of the knight. They could also just be both be evil and lying to me because she's supporting that theory. Let's do this. These 3. There's the lycanthrope. I don't believe you. You could be corrupted, but you're probably evil. You are the drunk. well, that's annoying. Did lie to us. And I've got no more information, so we're blind here, I think. I don't think there's a doppelganger. We can now reveal the last card. That's convenient. Okay, they're both pointing at 1 being evil. He has to be decided out. Oh, okay. Like he has to be beside an outcast. So one of these is a doppelganger. I don't know if it's a hunter or the lover, but you're saying there's a doppelganger in these, which I don't think is possible anymore. Wait, you said there was 2 corrupted beside you. That's not possible. You were corrupted. So this is the poisoner? Yeah. Okay. We lost a lot of health for that, but holy crap, that's so difficult. That is very difficult. We even got lucky with the knights not being corrupted, but yikes. When we already have so many duplicates in our deck, and there's a doppelganger, and there's a drunk, and there's a shaman, like trying to tell who's real and who's not is just ridiculous. Oracle, probably. Heal. We need to do this. We have to do this. We need the health. We need at least 1 freebie here. Okay, there's exactly 1, either Rambler or Plague Doctor. And there's 3 minions. So I don't know if the shaman exists here or not. There's no witch or anything like that. There is potentially 2 corruption from Poisoner and Plague Doctor, or there's potentially 0 corruption. I don't know. Minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. When did I get a scone in this deck? What happened to my second knight? Oh, their second knight's here. So I guess they just add a card to my deck and they don't tell me. There was no one corrupted around you. Maybe, maybe not. Plague Doctor. There was 1 person corrupted. Unless an evil's hiding as Plague Doctor. There's no one corrupted around you. This is heavily implying that if there's corrupted characters for 7 and 8. There's 3 freaking alchemists. Oh god. Well, one of them is not who they say they are. Minion is 1 card away from closest evil. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. There's another scout, huh? Oh my gosh. I don't have very much in the way of direct information here. This is the downside to having such a passive deck that we have created. And they put scouts into our goddamn deck. There's 3 scouts here. There should only be 1, man. There could be 2. But unlikely. When there's also 3 alchemists. This is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. Plague Doctor is really not going to tell us much. Because the only person that could be corrupted and... Oof. Alchemist himself cannot be corrupted. The question is, was 7 corrupted? I don't know. We have to test whether he's telling the truth about these being... one of them being evil. Minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. Minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. They're agreeing with each other. They could be in cahoots. How I use the Dreamer ability is going to make all the difference here. That's going to be how it makes the difference. I need to confirm someone first. I could use the Plague Doctor to try and confirm somebody else. If I YOLO, I can only YOLO once. If we get it wrong twice, we just lose. So let's think about it this way. Minion is 1 card away from closest evil. I'm assuming multiple of these are probably evil. Goat's information is always so hard to discern. It seems straightforward, but it's really not. I'm terrified. 7 could also just be lying or corrupted. Well, let's see. Is 7, your information is very important to us here. Not corrupted. Okay. Could be evil still. That I don't know. But that does leave 5 as being possibly good. Possibly good. Because he could have cured 7 or 6 with of corrupt. Well, he couldn't have cured 6 because 4 would have. If 3 is corrupted, then he'd be lying, and that probably heavily implies 1 and 8 are both evil together. Or rather, 8's probably corrupted, 1's probably evil. But we can't. One of these has to be lying to him, and he's the only one that's giving any direct information. I know one person was corrupted because the Plague Doctor. And the Plague Doctor could not corrupt 3 of these guys. And I know 7 wasn't corrupted, so it's down to one of these 4 being corrupted by him. Don't know if there's a poisoner, so there could be a second one. If this had been like, there were 2 corruptions on me, I'd be way more confident, but no. Minion is closest minion. Specifically this minion. Not minion the trait, minion the character. Which doesn't help me all that much. Right? Specific evil, yeah. I don't know if it's spread out or not. Alright, Dreamer, how can I do this in a way? If I get you to like look at 8 and 6, for instance, or like 7 and 6. Think we'll see. Scout or Hunter. Okay, one of them is not telling the truth. And one of them is. Oh boy. I could have thought that through a little bit more. Or she's lying and... No, because then... If she's lying, then all 3 of them are evil. Which is possible. Is it? If you're lying, then it would have to be all 4 of these being evil. Which is not possible. Assuming, you know, both of them are lying. I'm gonna kill 6. Since he has the least amount of support. Okay. Now this could still be a lie if all 3 of these are evil. But you said they were a scout or hunter. The hunter is indeed there, and the scout is not. That is how your ability works when you're telling the truth. Okay, and that implies you are correct. Now, actually, she could be lying, and then he's also not a hunter. And he's lying to us. I can't actually guarantee that. Do I think he cured 7? Or do I want to lie? Let's see. Minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. That would imply... Actually, I don't know where the minion would be. That'd make Dreamer probably the minion, maybe? And then the Poisoner would have to be... maybe here. And couldn't poison anybody. That's a possibility, actually. But I'm inclined to believe 9 and 7 are good. And that probably 1 and 8 are probably lying to us. They're both saying the same thing. They'd have to be in cahoots. Same with 2 and 4. So what I could do... Do I kill 5? Do I kill 5? Or I'd be like, make the call that 2 and 4 and 1 or 1 and 8 are both evil. The only person that could be corrupted if this guy is telling the truth. Well, it doesn't actually clear very many people of corruption. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna kill 5. Oh, they were real. Well, that means 7 was corrupted. Unfortunately, there's no overlap, so it doesn't actually help us a whole lot. If these guys were lying, I think that would mean there's no poisoner. I'm gonna kill 8. Okay, that's the shaman. If she was lying, this statement is also a lie. Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, I had to sacrifice a good person in order to deduce. Which pair wasn't lying? That actually. Wait a minute. What the hell? What the hell? I'm 1 card. Oh, it's 1 card away. Yeah, I mean that's true. Regardless, I misread his ability this entire freaking match, and I didn't get punished for it. Okay. Another knight to our deck. Oh, that's so silly. All right. Let's hope for no corruption, shall we? Oh my god, more fake outcasts. Oh my. Fake minions. Random minion is hidden in the deck. 2 fake minions. It could be anything at this point. I need to heal. I have to heal. Oh, it's going to be Puka. There's going to be corruption guaranteed, and we've got a bunch of knights. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what's in the deck at this point. Not a goddamn clue. It could be a billion. It could be 3 puppets. Oh, man. I don't know if there can be duplicates, actually. Is it even possible for there to be multiple of the same evil? I think Puka's probably guaranteed. I was a knight. You could be corrupted as a problem. But you are not a baker. You are obviously suspicious. 7 or 11 is a puppeteer. I'm glad we don't have a timer. There could be a drunk. There could be... Alright. No one was corrupted around you. That implies baker is evil. I was a knight. That implies you're evil. And you're not getting interrupted by the Rambler. You were a knight, were you? I didn't uncover the original baker yet. You're all lying to me. I was a hunter. There's no way. There's no way. There are 2 corruptions around you. Well, they've been cleansed, apparently. I mean, they don't have any overlap with this alchemist. The knight. Another baker. Another knight. I don't think anybody covers 11. You're saying that 11 or... Well, let's start killing some bakers, shall we? There we go. I have a feeling... Oh, that was a drunk. All right, that was a possibility. I'm fine with that. There's Puka. That means these are both corrupted knights, and I cannot test them. Although 9 was actually cleansed of the corruption. We've killed 4 evils already, and there's more. There's more. There were no corruption around you, huh? I think the poisoner has to corrupt an adjacent villager, so... You're lying to me. Oh, we did it. That was a high-scoring game. Holy crap, 3,200? Last time we got like 2,000. That was crazy. Deck building mode is crazy. What? Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Okay, there were no duplicates of the evils. That's a strong evidence of how the mechanic works. That even if it shows like more potential ones, it probably can't happen. Probably. I might have just got lucky. I can't believe they all pretended to be bakers. Why did they all think they were bakers? Who thought that was a good idea? Do I even have a baker on the deck? I do. Okay. But the way the baker works is, when I reveal the original baker, it converts good baker or good characters to bakers. So if I ever reveal a baker and they don't say, I was the original baker, I know they're evil. They're like, oh yeah, I was a knight. No, you were not. It's just straight up not possible. I don't think it could even be like a case of corruption. I'm Pretty sure. Because it would have to be a real baker that got corrupted. But, oh, that would be a scary combination, actually. That could have just screwed me there, but he had a little bit of free possibilities. So, wow. And of course, the drunk had to be mixed in there. Just had to be. What's the doppelganger? Who's a knight? Okay. But they were both corrupted by Puka, so I... Wow, alchemists and knight combinations are kind of cool. All right, well, if you enjoyed this, please do leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. And let me know if you want to see more of this game. Or maybe if I should hold off until release. But they just said sometime this year. And it's so good already. It's already so good. What are achievements? Reveal at least 3 bakers in a single village during Halloween. Oh, it's an event. I didn't have access to the game in 2025. Otherwise, I would have saved 10 villages in a row in endless mode. Oh, we could probably do that. I think we've done the only other ones we can do. Because these are all old. All right, well, see you guys next time.